chapter of your essay 2 session, that is FA3, chapter number 1, socio-religious reforms. Now from this word socio-religious, what is clear? That we are going to talk all about religious matter and all about social matters, right? So in this chapter we are going to learn about all the social and religious matters that was there in our ancient time. Reforms. Reforms means what, you know? What is reforms? Reforms means changes. Reforms means what? Changes. So our reformers, right, they have done many changes. So we are going to learn some socio-religious changes in India that took place, right, that we are going to learn. And the very first reformer was Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He was the very first Indian reformer who started the changes. Which changes? Socio-religious changes. I am not talking here, I am not talking about independence or any other reforms. I am talking about socio-religious reforms. In that, Raja Ram Mohan Roy was the first person to start the socio-religious reforms. Now, as we know that India, right, was known for the culture, tradition, but some evil practices were there in our India, like Sati Pratha, right? You know what is Sati Pratha? I have explained many times, right? Okay, Mahi, what you know about Sati Pratha? Yes, Mahi.
In Sati
A female used to perform. What they used to perform? Johar. They used to die. They used to burn alive. They used to burn alive if their husband or lost their life in the battle, right? So they used to perform sati. They used to burn alive for their husbands. Now, so that is Sati Pratha. Of course, that is a evil practice. Yes or no? That is evil practice. Now, child marriage. That is evil practice. At the age of that you have to study. At the age if you are getting married, what you are doing then? Nothing. You are spoiling your life. Right? So, child marriage and doodh piti. What do you know about doodh piti? Okay. Now, if a girl child, right, if in any family, if a mother has given birth to a girl child, right, what they used to do, they used to take a container of milk and they used to just put the female infant in the milk और ऐसे वो बच्चे को मार देते. So because that child is female, right? So isn't it a evil practice? Yes, it is kind of goosebumps. If in this generation, if we feel that someone is going to do this, of course we will not going to allow. So it was very important for India for new awakening, for new social religious reforms. It was very important for the people of India to stop all this evil practice. This evil practice they used to conduct because they were orthodox. Their thinking was orthodox, narrow-minded, right? When Britishers came to India, they gave many reforms, right? They have done many reforms, right? So in that, from India, Raja Ram Mohan Roy started the reforms, okay, changes. Now, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, about Raja Ram Mohan Roy, he was born in 1772 CE near Hooghly district, okay, Hooghly district of Bengal in Radhnagar village in a Brahmin family. He belongs to which family? Brahmin family, right? Now his brothers, he lost his brother. What he did? He lost his brother in a war, okay, in something, right? And after that he saw that his brother's wife became a sati. You know na how she became sati? She burned alive in front of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. So this incident, right, shook him deeply. very sad after this, very sad that he is lost. Means of course he lost his brother, that he is already sad about it, and after that he lost his brother's wife as well. Why? Because she performs sati vrata, right? So in this way, brother's wife, she lost brother's wife, and she shook this. By this incident, he was like shaken deeply. So what he did, he strongly protest against such incidents or such evil practice. Strongly he fought for it, right? And he protested against child marriage, casteism. Casteism was also there in our ancient time, right? This subsystem was there, right? So casteism was also there, and doodh piti. This was the evil practice. Widow remarriage they have started, right? If there is widow in the family, they don't give that respect to that family. That widow cannot go outside. That widow cannot touch this, that, because she is a widow, right? So that was the belief, and still in some village people used to believe all these things, right? So he was strongly against all these things, right? And he also introduced newspaper. Why he introduced newspaper? So that many people can read, right? Many people can read about this changes. So if people will read, people will get more knowledge, people will get update about the things. Why we read newspaper? To get update, right, about the day-to-day incident. So that's why he started what? He started a newspaper called Samvat Kaumudi. What he started? Newspaper Samvat Kaumudi, that is in year 1821. Other than that, he also started newspaper in Persian language. Which language? Persian language, that is Mir-ul-Akbar in 1882. So that many people can read it, right? Now he established Brahma Samaj. Now Brahma Samaj, now in this period, right, many NGOs are there, many socialists are there. Brahma Samaj was also kind of social activities. In that, all social activities used to took place, right? So he established Brahma Samaj in year 1828. Now Brahma Samaj was for what, you know? Was for what? Any idea? It is given in your textbook if you will see it properly in the last lines. Brahma Samaj. For what he established it? What? Yes, you can try it by yourself. Raise your hand that what you think. We have learned many things about him. So you can see that why he has established Brahmo Samaj.
Helping poor people.
Not helping poor people exactly, but to practice the social and religious reforms. To strictly, if anyone, if for example this all the customs, to stop all these customs, right? These are the rigid customs, right? To stop this rigid customs, to stop this religious, to make the religious changes in our India, to make the social changes in our India, what he started? He started a Brahmo Samaj in 1828 CE. Even he established Hindu college, as Britishers were also already there in India. Britishers have established English Western education in India, right? So they have started universities also. But by seeing that, even Rajaram Mohan Roy got the idea to start the university. Right? It was already in his mind, but he was not getting that strength to start it, right? So after that he started Hindu college in Kolkata. Which college? Hindu college. Okay. Now he insisted British government, of course at that time Britishers were ruling, right? So he insisted, request to the British government to give such freedom to the Indian people. That is freedom of press independence. Press means they can, you know now what is press? What? News, right? So that independence they wanted. Then freedom of speech. Freedom of speech means any person can share their feelings or their views to the Britishers or to the people. That freedom he wanted. He wanted women's rights, as the condition of women was very poor in our ancient time. Right? Nowadays it is nothing like that. It's nothing like a girl child or a boy child. People will get more happy if they are getting the girl child. Right? Nowadays it is nothing like that. But in our ancient period, right, it was like that, and the condition was very bad. Right? So he badly wanted this women's rights. Right? Then liberty. What is liberty? You know, liberty means personal freedom. As a person, you should have a personal freedom. That he wanted. Then judiciary independence. Judiciary independence means the laws, the British law for the Indian people were very strict.
Yes.
Right? So he wanted judiciary independence as well. So by seeing all this, Lord William Bentinck, this we have learned, right?
Yes.
Right? Lord William Bentinck passed a law to ban Sati Pratha or to stop Sati Pratha. Who gave the notice? Who passed the law? Lord William Bentinck. So in this way, the new awakening started. The new awakening, the new socio-religious reforms started. Who started it? From which family he is? Which village? Okay. What he was against of? Okay, fine. What he has established? In which year?
1828.
He established the college. Where he has established the college? Okay, fine. Who passed the law to ban Sati Pratha? Okay. Now this is about Rajaram Mohan Roy. But how he died? Right? Means when he died. How he died? He died because of this religious. So by doing this social activities only. But where he died? He died in Bristol. Bristol is a place in England. Okay, Bristol is a place in England. So he died in Bristol in 1833. Okay, in this way he died. So about Rajaram Mohan Roy is clear. Everything is clear about Rajaram. About Dayanand Saraswati, that is, he was from Gujarat. Right? Of course we should be proud. Right? Now he was also from a Brahmin family. Which family? Belongs to a Brahmin family near Tankara village in Morbi in Saurashtra. Okay, he born here. Now he renounced his family. Do you know what is renounced his family? He left all his family pleasure or all his life pleasure to take a sannyas. In short, he became a sannyasi. He went for the search of truth. We have learned about Gautam Buddha, Mahavir Swami. Like that, he also became what? He became a sannyasi. At the very small age, when he was very small, he come to know about the importance of social and religious culture, about Indian culture. So what he did, he left his family, he renounced his family at a very small age and he became a sannyasi. He got into the deep knowledge of Hinduism. He studied deeply, he studied philosophy of Hinduism. Which philosophy of Hinduism? From Swami Virajanand Dandesha. Okay, he was the guru of Dayanand Saraswati. He used to teach him philosophy. Philosophy is something that in very detail. Knowledge that you got in philosophy is about, you will get it in very detail. Right, so you have learned about Hinduism. What you have learned about? Hinduism. Now his main focus was in national unity. What was the main focus of Dayanand Swami? National unity. Unity is very important. Unity is strength, yes or no?
Yes.
Right? So that is why his main focus was on national unity. Casteless and classless society was his motto. What he wanted? Casteless society and classless society. This was the motto of any one another person of Gujarat. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? This was the motto of one more person who belongs from, he was from Gujarat, and this was the motto, national unity.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. This was he was also the person who involved into this, right? Casteless and this classless society, right? He was focusing more on in unity, right? That is why the Statue of Unity, right? So he was also the person. In the same way, Dayanand Saraswati was focusing more in national unity, casteless and classless society, right? As I told that in our ancient time, this was there, this system was there, truth, right? So that he wanted to remove. Other than that, he was also focusing in this all things, that is Sati Vrata, Dudh Piti, child marriage, right? This he was against towards this. Now he preached people, he teach people to go back to Vedas. Our Vedas are there. He was more into it, that our people should learn Vedas. Our people should know more about Vedas. Because Vedas used to teach us what? Teach us moral values. So this should be there in our people, right? So that is why he insists or he preached people to go back to Vedas. Now, other than that, he even wrote a book, right? Of course, he wrote a book to awake people, so that people can learn and get the knowledge, right? So he wrote a book, that is Satya Prakash. What was the name of the book? Now, he believed in monotheism. Monotheism means there is only one God, right? We pray to different God, many gods. This Mataji, that Mataji, we pray, yes or no, right? But there is only one God. We say, right, Allah, then different our Hindu gods and Jesus, right? This all are one. Why we can't consider them one? All are one, right? We can pray to them also, yes or no? It's not compulsory we have to pray to, means of course it is a belief, and I am not against any, like you are not supposed to pray or something like that. But yes, praying gives you positive attitude or positive lifestyle, right? It gives you positivity. But why you believe in, why you don't believe in that there is only one God? And if we do good to others, of course good will come to us. This should be the mentality of people. Humanity. Have you heard the word humanity? Yes. If we will focus more in humanity, of course there will be no such a thing that we need to pray we need to worship any stone or something like that. It should be in our heart. We should not show off that we are praying or we are doing this or that, whatever. Right? God should be in our heart, and God should be one. Allah will be fair with you also, Allah will be fair with other also. Jesus will be fair to you also and other also. Right? So there is only one God that you have to believe. And humanity is very important. Right? Now he established Arya Samaj. As I told you, they were socialists. They used to establish different Samaj. Right? So here Rajaram Mohan Roy established which Samaj? Brahmo Samaj. In the same way, Dayanand Saraswati established Arya Samaj in the year 1875. Now, the main focus of Arya Samaj was, you know what? To reconvert the religion. Right? Now, as forcefully people have changed their religion. Right? So, he insisted the people to convert or reconvert their religion into Hinduism. That was the main focus of Arya Samaj. Okay, and in that we used to see all this also, national unity and all. Right? But the main focus was to reconvert the religion into Hinduism, as he was more into Hinduism. Right? Now, after the death, right? Now they established Arya Samaj in different places like Lahore, Punjab, then Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Of course Gujarat, as he was from Gujarat, right? So in these places they have established Arya Samaj. Now, as I told you, to reconvert the people, right? Now, after his death, you might be thinking that who might be handling the Arya Samaj, or who might be doing the social activities. There were other leaders too, right? Other leaders who used to handle it, right? Leaders like Lala Hansraj, right? Then Pandit Gurudutt, Lala Lajpat Rai, right? These were the leaders who used to handle the Arya Samaj, right? Now in 1902, they have established Kangdi Gurukul, is a kind of university, right? Gurukul, school, right? Now, what they used to teach? They used to teach discipline, that is most important. They used to teach tolerance. What is tolerance? The person should be tolerable. If someone said something bad to us, we should have that tolerance to listen to it. What we do? We give back answer. We are not tolerant there. We have to listen to it, God will answer to it. We are not supposed to answer. Right? So tolerance we should have, then patience we should have. That also nowadays we have lost it. We don't have patience. ये करना है, जल्दी खत्म करो, this that. Right? So we don't have that patience also. Patience we have left, we are not having. And moral values. Moral values, of course, it is very down these days. That's why we used to teach moral stories, right, since childhood, right? Stories are there, right? So that is for implementing moral values in that. So main focus of this Gurukuls was to implement all these things. Now other than this, they have established many Gurukuls for Kanya. Kanya means females, right? So they have established many Kanya Gurukuls for Kanya as well, right? In Gujarat and in many other places, right? So this is about Dayanand Saraswati. Is it clear? Now next is Ramakrishna Paramhans. Now Ramakrishna Paramhans was acting like a torch bearer for India. In short, a very important person, right? Strong person, right? For redeveloping Indian culture. Very strong person for redeveloping our Indian culture. He used to preach people about our culture, about India, about our religion, right? So he used to search about truth. Of course, if they are sent, they used to search about truth. He used to try God in various forms, right? As Dayanand Saraswati told that there is one God, right? So even he tried to search God in many forms. But what answer? In short, they will get there is only one God, right? So even he tried for that, right? So for today, we have learned till this much. In next session, we will start with Swami Vivekanand, Thakkar Bapa and other reformers. Okay? So till that, keep learning, stay home, stay safe, bye-bye and take care of yourself.